Welcome to your number one kids entertaining and educative program. Yes, it is the Brambini Show, bringing to you another exciting episode of the Teen segment. We are here to educate you, we are here to inform you, and the fun aspect, we are here to entertain you as well. I go by the name Princess Clara, your host for today. The topic on board: how often should parents visit their wards in school? I repeat, how often should parents visit their wards in school? I'm not going to do this alone. As you all know, a discussion does not involve just one person. It needs the involvement of two persons. This is why I introduce my guest to you. Hello, Obina.
Hi, Princess.
Hey, we are seeing you again.
Yay.
Okay, so Obina, I want to make it simple. How often should parents visit their wards in school? Regularly or once a while?
First of all, I'd like to say thank you for this opportunity once more.
Yeah.
I will say they should visit them frequently.
Frequently?
Yes.
Explain. I want to know why.
Okay, frequently because of the new age system, you know, kids are really swift.
Swift.
They are swift, they are smart, and very intelligent nowadays. So if you're a parent and you begin to be neglecty, you leave everything on the child. By the time you realize your child is nowhere to be found, and that child wouldn't be your child anymore, but you get lost. So I think frequent visitation will let them be on guard, and they'll be like, I don't know, my mother or my father can pump up me at any time, so I have to stay at one place.
Don't you think it hinders their freedom? Like, they won't be able to do what they want to do in school, especially those in boarding house.
Okay. It is only a criminal that is afraid of a policeman. And if you are not a criminal and a policeman is come, will you be afraid? No. If you know you are doing the right thing, and then authorities are even coming around, in fact, you even be their friend.
But some parents, I don't know, like, they want their word to go according to their will. They don't want that. Even if the child is doing something positive, they think it's not good enough. They want the child to go according to what they want the child
and
to
that
do.
is when that child will become very stubborn. There is a saying that goes that the stricter the parent, the can be the child.
Wow.
If you want your word to be your word, make sure you bring them closer to you. Let them feel a baby for the rest of their lives, even after marriage.
Don't you
even
think
after
you're
they have
spoiling the
given,
child?
There is a difference between spoiling and then making the child your own. Some people overdo it.
Yeah.
For
Exactly.
instance, you know the child is supposed to be in school and then you over-pamper them. I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about you making sure the child is your child. One, you set rules and regulations for the child, yes, but you make sure that you don't infringe it upon their rights. You know, children also have rights.
Yeah, exactly.
But there are some parents that do not give them the right at all.
Yeah.
And that is very bad. So if you make your child your best friend, you make your child your friend, trust you me, anytime the child is going through a difficulty, you will be the first person he or she will talk to. But if you are the Marijata type, I'm not sure he or she will even open up to you. Every parent wants their world to open up to them. So if you're a parent and you want your children to come to you freely, my friend, be their friend.
Be their friend. Okay, for example, let's assume you're a parent, you're a mother, and you have your child or your child in school, in a boarding house. How often do you think you are to visit your child in school?
As often as possible.
Like, give us...
For instance, you know, every institution has its own rules and regulations.
Okay.
So, as a mother, let's say the school has twice visitation hours in a month. Some people do it once, others do it twice, depending on the school. So you are trying to say that as a mother, the whole month, just one day, you wouldn't get a chance to go and visit your child.
But some parents might be busy with work stuff, you know. Even some parents do business trips to other countries, flying in and out, and a while to be in school. Because that's even the main reason why they brought their child into the boarding house.
Thank you. But you bringing your child to the boarding house is not an advantage of neglecting them.
Okay.
You love your child. That is why you took them to school, to gain knowledge, to be better persons of themselves. But if you leave the child to be like that because you're a businesswoman, my friend, before you realize your child is not your child any longer. Somebody will take the child and make the person your own. Because you know, children are very sensitive. And the more you show them love and care, the more they get closer to you.
Oh, but you can get someone in the school to help you cater for your child.
That is why teachers are around.
Okay.
That is why when your child is in class, you are not there. That is why when the child is sleeping, you are not on the same bed with them. They are in the boarding school.
Okay.
Yes. So out of your busy schedules, you can also draw a schedule of yours for your child. Didn't you take time when you were going to the labor ward? Were there no business meeting or agenda?
You're going there.
There were business agenda over there, but you left the business and then you went to deliver.
But that was critical, like.
It is also critical. This time is very, very critical. And you know the new age technology is bound. And then the children especially, not just a child, the children are learning. Anything they see, they want to practice and know what it is. So parents, you have to be very watchful.
But I think we students, when we're in a boarding house, or we know that yes, by the end of this month or early this month, my parents will be in school to visit me. So they'll behave in a different way. So the teachers will be like, oh, the child has repented. In case the parents come to school, be like, oh, how's my child doing? What's his or her behavior or something? And the parents will be like, oh, yeah, he or she is behaving well, this. Because they know their parents will be coming. So what do you have to say about that?
Okay. You can never hide a character forever. Like the adage says that Subain to say nyesen uchumutanya ebepi and I can't say. Simply means that no matter what, you can never hinder your character. One day, it will come out. Every day for the thief, one day for the master.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Abina, I'm thinking, okay, since you said parents should visit their wives in school, what do you think that can give to the child? Like the advantage of that to the child?
Okay. First of all, the child will develop some parental love.
Okay.
And then it will make them feel free to open up to them each and every time. Secondly, it will be a source of guide to the child, because the child knows that my parents can come at any time. So I have to be very careful on campus.
Exactly.
Thirdly, it will help them to behave well.
Behave well. Okay.
Yes. Even in the absence or presence of the parent, your training, how you train the child will show whether in your absence that child will stick to that training.
Yeah, so the training really matters.
Yes.
Okay, let's go to the negative side. Parents of like regularly coming to school, in and out, checking their wives. What do you think about that one?
Okay, I also think too much of everything is bad.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to let the world feel free and know life. There are some children that, because they know their parents are there, my mother will do this for me, my father will do this for me, so they wouldn't even try. But if you let them know that at a point in time, you are not available, that is why you took them to the boarding house. And that is why when they are on their bed, you are not there with them. So you are not in their classroom. Yeah. So you just be a guide from afar and be their guardian angel. Sometimes you can even visit the school without the knowledge of your child.
What do you think about praying? Praying for a child whilst he or she is in school.
That is the guardian angel I talk about.
Okay, yes. Okay, you're drawing the curtain. So your last word, Abina, to parents out there who don't visit their wives in school, and also to those who visit their wives in school.
Okay, I will say that if you are a child, if you are a parent watching us right now, one thing that your child really wants but cannot tell you is your presence with them all the time. And make sure your presence is not a suppressing presence, but your presence is a presence of peace and love.
Wow. It's so touching, peace and love. Okay, this is where we draw the curtains for today. We are ending the show, and don't forget to follow us on all our social media handles at Bambini TV Show. I go by the name Princess Clara, your host, and I do this with
Abina Henie.
As usual, she's also your host. So we'll meet again next time. It's a bye for now.
Bye.